Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This is going to be my Christmas tag video. I know this is probably a little late for most, but I'm sure there's some procrastinators out there that probably still need to make some tags. So I used a lot of different products and I made a lot of different styles, designs of tags. This one using the candy cane die from Simon. Oh, that white cardstock, I sprayed that really good with my shimmer frost spray. And just running that through my Sizzix sidekick. Love having this little sidekick on my desk. It makes die cutting small things quick and easy. And that die is super easy to get all the little pieces out, and decided to take some festive berries from the Distress Oxide line of ink and just make a red area on the card, on the tag. So this is quite a lengthy video because I'm doing a lot of tags, a lot of different styles of tags. I wanted to give you lots of different ideas. Oh, and I just love that funny bone stamp. It says sweet and twisted. Does that make me a candy cane? A little funny humor there for Christmas. Anyway, running through the bow from the candy cane, and it has two pieces, so you can pop up or just add that extra little centerpiece on. I didn't pop it up, I just glued it down, but it still gives it lots of dimension and everything. And I'm going to just coat it with my Nouveau Aqua Shimmer, which gives a lot of sparkle. And just adding my Zig two-way glue pen to the back of that will quickly adhere that down. It doesn't take very long at all for that Zig two-way glue pen to set up and give it a nice stick. Okay, so here I decided I use my red metallic Wink Stella on the candy cane, and I thought it just made it look gorgeous with all the shine and shimmer. And I just went over the bow with that clear glitter again by Nouveau, and then I just did the lines on the holly with the Wink Stella green metallic, because I didn't want to fill it all in because then you would lose the dimension of the lines and stuff. So I just did an outline, and I thought it turned out cute. Sweet but twisted. That's what that is. Does that make me a candy cane? I thought that was super cute. And so out of the Simon Says stamp Christmas Cheer, I believe, or Comfort and Joy, one of the two, I got this to and from and that gift package, and that is my to and from on all my stamp sets. This snowflake wasn't big enough to put the package on, so I just did the to and from. So speed things along off camera, I just die cut this out of some pink glitter cardstock from Simon and some Neenah Solar White cardstock that I had sprayed with my Frost Shimmer Spray. And then you put a good amount of glue on the back of that to adhere to that glitter. This Snowflake tag die is a recent die from Simon Says Stamp. It was in their tag kit, but it's also available to purchase separately. And it's a really good size. You can tell on my glass mat there that how big it is. And then the other die that was in that kit that is also sold separately is this wreath die, and it was really big too. You can see by the squares, each of the big squares on my glass mat is an inch, so you can see how big that is. And so the base of that is Neenah Desert Storm, and then the cardstock is a green from Simon, and then Schoolhouse Red that I coated. Oh, I haven't coated it yet, but I will coat it in some Nouveau Aqua Shimmer pen. And just going to quickly stamp my to and from and package on the back of that. It really helps to just decide what you want to do for that to and from and mount it on a stamp and just use it for all of them. That way there's you don't have to think about it. It's mounted. You just grab it, ink it up, and go. Okay, so I'm adding some Nouveau Autumn Red berries, and I'm just doing them in twos right now. You don't want these to touch or they'll run together. So I'm going to set that aside and let it dry for a little bit, and we'll come back to that. This Cocoa and Love stamp set from Simon I just thought was really cute. It was a free with purchase not too long ago, but it is available for individual purchase. And I decided to put this on a gray tag. Oh, by the way, my tags, I'm using the largest die from the Sizzix tag, Tim Holtz, I think, tag collection Framelits. And then the other tags that you'll see me use are ones that I had collected through all of my Simon Says Stamps monthly card kits. There are a lot of them, they throw in tags. And so I just had a stack of those. So I just used up all those and made Christmas tags out of them. So I'm using my Prismacolor pencils on, this cardstock is Cobblestone by Simon. And I've seen people before coat the cardstock with your white Prisma pencil and then you color over it. I didn't particularly like how that looked. I just did that method on the ears, and I thought that was okay just to do that on the ears and then color the rest of it without using the white. But I didn't particularly like how they colored over one another. Maybe I'm just not using a good technique, I'm not sure, but I think I liked the results better when I just did some two-color blends directly onto the gray cobblestone cardstock. And I did use that flesh color for the inside of his ears and the little pads on his feet. And all the others, I just did a two-color blend, just so I'd have some darkness in the shaded areas and everything. He has a little candy cane there, so I did use the white on the candy cane and the fluffy parts of the Santa hat, and then I just put some gray squiggles through it just to give it some texture. And trying to keep the color palette, simple. Purples and reds are, go together. So I just used some purple for his little mug. And it didn't really take very long to color this up. And I really like how the pencils look on the colored cardstock. I think it's really pretty. So this will probably be my last video for this year. The holidays are coming up. My grandboys are about to be out of school for winter break, and it'll probably be pretty much impossible to do any videos with them around 100% of the time. And plus we'll have lots of other family coming in and out. And our vacation rental, the ranch house, is going to have to be cleaned twice over the holidays, and my housekeeper that normally does it is out of town for the holidays. So I have to clean it 2 times, and one time is on New Year's Eve day, and I have people coming in and going out on the same day, so I have a 3-hour window to get the house ready. So that's going to be fun. But I should have some help, hopefully, and we'll manage to get it done. But things are going to be fast and furious for the next couple of weeks, so I'm not sure that I will get any videos done, although I may want to escape to my craft room. We'll see. This one, I didn't realize that I think the puppy bumped my tripod and moved it, and I didn't realize that I was so off frame. But I'm using a wine glass stamp from Funny Bones, and that I stamped that on the bottom of the tag in Simon Merlot ink, and then this Funny Bones saying, I stamped it in leaf green on the top, Merry Christmas to all, and to all good wine. And I will color in the wine in the wine glass with pencils and then go over it with some Nouveau Clear. So, okay, back to our little wreath. Those dots are dried enough. I'm going to go and put my 3rd dot in, and then tag will be done. Set it aside to dry. Now I'm going to move on to some of these tags that I got from the kits. And this one, I stamped this little North Pole sign in Delicata silver ink. And I'm just coloring in the candy cane stripes with my Prismacolor pencil. And, not trying to do anything fancy, no shading or anything, just basically getting some color on there. And then I'm going to use This Way to the North Pole stamps that came in that Christmas cheer stamp set. And it has another saying that you can stamp on it. I think it's "this way to the workshop" or something like that. So a couple of different options of what you can do with that sign. And so then I decided that it needed snowflakes, so I'm using snowflakes from that stamp set, and I think it's called Deep Dive or Deep Sea. I'll have everything linked below. Anyway, Simon ink to stamp the snowflakes, and then I'm going to use a similar color from my Prismacolor pencil and just kind of sketch in some snow, and I'll set that aside for a little bit. Oh, I did decide to use some clear on the ball on top of the pole, and then I'm using White Blizzard, which is basically kind of looks like glittery snow. And the snow on top of the signs, the little dot inside the snowflakes, just to give it some more glitter and shine and help that bottom look like snow. Okay, so this Santa that's in this set is so adorable, and he is reading his Naughty and Nice list. And so I decided to Copic color this, and I know this is going to go through to the back. Even though I did cut this out of Neenah 110, it still, Copics will still go through. So if that bothers you, you can back it with another tag, or I didn't care, and I just stamped my to and from on the front and just let it go. Sometimes you got to just let it go. I did a 3-color blend here with the reds, and I'm trying to show the colors. I hope I did show the colors because I did not write them down, but it's my normal kind of go-to red, which I think is R29, R39, and R59. And you can add 89 in there if you have a lot of area to color, but this was kind of small, so I just stuck with the 3. And then I wanted his paper to kind of look like parchment, so I did these brown tones and the E25 family, I believe. His gloves were out of green. I think that was in the E90 family. I mean, G90 family, not E, sorry. And I'll use a little bit of, oh, I did use straight black on his boots, and I'm going to use some grays on his Santa hat and on his beard. I do have an oopsie here in a minute. I had used my Nuvo Aqua Glimmer on some red, and then I didn't clean off my thing, and I'm going to smear some red on his beard here in a minute. So I went back to my wreath is dry now, and I stamped with Delicata Gold, Comforts, Good Tidings of Comfort and Joy, or something like that, that came from the Comfort and Joy stamp set. And I had previously done some ink smushing on these tags with Distress Oxide inks, and they were just in my stash, so I decided to put some pieces of ephemera that I had been using on cards and stuff on those. And this is a series here that I just went through the Bow Bunny ephemera that I had, the Cardabella the Bow Bunny was Christmas in the Village Noteworthy, and then the Cardabella Let It Snow and Christmas, and then the Tim Holtz Christmas Noel collection. So I just went through all of these and, you know, picked out some pieces that I thought worked on the tags for their size, and on these ones I had ink smushing on for the colors. And then I did some embellishing with, of course, the Nuvo Aqua Shimmer pen and some different Nuvo drops and things too. And you can really make some really quick tags using your ephemera packs. And so just, you know, going through everything and trying different things. It probably looks like a mottled mess, sorry. But in the end, you'll be able to see all the different tags. And I just love that bear. I thought he was really cute, and put him on the craft cardstock one. But they're still picking through and coming up with things for the different size tags that I have. But all in all, quick and easy to, you know, come up with tags for, you know, using these ephemera packs. Yeah, very quick and easy. So if you're a procrastinator and you're still wrapping gifts, break out your ephemera and get some tags done quick and easy. And then I just attach my tags with some baker's twine, and nothing fancy, just baker's twine. Okay, just finishing up these with some final touches. I really love the Nuvo white blizzard. That's what it's called. Nuvo white blizzard for doing snow. I think it looks so pretty as snow on things. Now, I did have some issues with the Nuvo Morning Dew. I was using it to coat things just to give them a little bit of a raised appearance and glossy appearance, and because my glossy accents is clogged, so I just grabbed that. But I had some issues with it cracking, and I haven't had any issues with it cracking before, so I'm just wondering if it's like, you know, weather related or what. Let me know if any of you guys have had issues with the Nuvo Morning Dew cracking if you use it over a larger surface. So I had it happen about 3 times on me, so I'm really wondering about that right now, and we'll go back to my glossy accents. I think if I'm just doing something small, I may use it because it does have a little bit of a finer tip nozzle, but I was not happy with how that was cracking, and they said it may have something to do with the weather because I never noticed it before. Oh, so this is my new green that I got, woodland green, and I just added some dots around on this, and I really love that color. It's a really deep green color. So here's a final look at my tags, and I think they all turned out super cute. There's that wine one. That one cracked. That was one of the ones that cracked on me. And I'm really loving the wreath and the snowflake. That inside of the wreath that die cuts out, I think it's going to be really interesting to use with some other things. So I kept those, and so you may see those in the future. But I hope everybody has a Merry Christmas and a wonderful New Year, and we'll see you in 2019.